I'm finally back with a new makeup video inspired by the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Today I'm starting off with the SEPHORA collection of foundation, and this is actually pretty affordable. In Canada it's about $25, and I really like it. It's kind of moisturizing, it's good, it has light to medium coverage, which is what I like for my skin. Now I'm using the Fit Me Concealer from Maybelline, and you just kind of want to use a shade 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone so that it can brighten up underneath your eyes and on my eyelids. I like to cover it up before I put eyeshadow. I also like to put it on my forehead, down my nose, underneath my nose, just because it's a little bit darker there, my chin, and then any blemishes I have on my face. Now I'm using my xoxo Beauty Blender sponge from Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. I'm not sure where else you could get it, but it's $6, so it's a pretty good dupe. And I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm using the lightest shade in there to brighten up underneath my eyes and set my eyelids, and then also just to cut the creases where my contour would be. Now I'm using the COVERGIRL translucent powder and a big fluffy brush just to set the rest of my face and brush away any of the excess powder from the Kat Von D palette. And now I'm actually going to contour with the same Kat Von D palette. You can use any of the shades in there. I ended up using the first and second lightest shades. And I'm just applying this to my cheekbone area to kind of raise my cheeks up and make me look a little bit slimmer. And then putting it on my jawline as well and under my chin. Now my go-to for eyebrows is always my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I use the black and brown shade just to fill in the little corners of my eyebrows that are missing, because that's kind of all that I like to do for my eyebrows, and I make a really angry face when putting it on. And now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Midnight Brown, and just putting this on my brows just to hold everything in place. For blush, I'm using this Tarte blush that I got in the birthday kit this year from Sephora, and an angled blush brush to put this on my cheeks. Now finally, the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm grabbing Warm Taupe on the brush that actually came with the palette because I actually find that it's pretty good. And I'm just applying this on my crease, bringing it in a little bit, and blending it out. Now I'm grabbing Raw Sienna and just applying that basically on top and a little bit underneath that just to darken it up a little bit. Now I'm grabbing Burnt Orange and applying that along my crease as well, just underneath Warm Taupe and Raw Sienna, and just blending it out. Now I'm grabbing Red Ochre and concentrating this on the outer corner of my eyelid and making it a little bit bold and dark and blending it out with the colors above it. Now with some concealer, I'm going to cut the inner corner of my eyeshadow, and just applying this concealer on the lid, and then I'm just going to use my finger and blend it out properly until I want it where it is. And you can use a brush for this, but I found using my finger was a little bit easier for me. It just depends on the person and what you like. Now I'm grabbing that shimmery shade called Primavera in the palette and using the other side of that brush, which is kind of soft and flat, and just applying that all over the concealer that I applied so that it sticks and looks a lot bolder. Now using a brush with no product on it, I'm just blending out the shimmer and the outer corner so that it looks nice and blended. Now using my favorite eyeliner, which is the STILA Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner in a pen form, I'm just going to line my eyelids and give it a long wing. Now just using a black kohl eyeliner, this one's from Marc Jacobs, I'm just going to line my waterline and then also my upper lash line. Now grabbing golden ochre, I'm just going to run this underneath my eyes so that I have some shadows going on underneath there. And then just a little bit of cypress umber just underneath there as well. Just to clean off any fallout from the eyeshadow, just use a big fluffy brush and dust it all off. And then here I'm just curling my eyelashes before I put on some mascara. This one's my favorite mascara, drugstore wise, from Maybelline. It's called the Lash Sensational Mascara. I also just put on lashes, and now I'm using NYX's liquid highlighter in Pearl, and oh my god guys, I love this stuff. When you put it on and then apply a powder highlight on top, everything just looks like you're trying to blind somebody. Like, it's so bright. I'm obsessed. So yeah, I just use my finger and blend it in. I find that it's the easiest way. Now I'm using the Glow Kit from Anastasia and Nicole Guerriero and applying this using a fan brush on my cheeks, just where I put the liquid highlight. Now using a smaller brush, I'm just highlighting the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose as well. I'm also using this to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And also putting some on my brow bones, just underneath my eyebrows. And using my finger, I'm just going to apply some also on my Cupid's bow. For lipstick, I'm just using this lip liner first, and it's just like a dark maroonish shade. I don't know what brand it is, but you could use any shade that kind of looks similar. And then on top of that, I'm using STILA liquid lipstick in Chianti. Something so good. And this is the final look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!